video after this one. I decided to do something new, and then I forgot what my head was. So now I'm sitting here with a big head. Basically, that's it. My head is big. That's the T. I'm going to Vegas, so I decided to try something new, and I fear I might have forgot some key fact about myself. I also have eczema, so this, like, I have eczema just on my scalp only. So this hairstyle really is like not great because then everybody can see everything that I'm working with up here, which is not kind, but whatever, we roll. Okay, so this month was not my best month reading. I DNF'd 2 books, and I read 4 books, but one of them was a kid's book, and I read it for a video. So, it's not my finest hour. I don't know why I didn't read. I started a job, like, middle of the month. That might be why I didn't read, honestly, because I was just, like, working. I wish I wasn't working anymore. Not really, but, I mean, who wants to work? But, okay, we'll go in order of the books that I read and what I rated them all. So first we have, and it's Pride Month, and I wanted to read a lot of queer books. That's why I did my queer reads video. And then I didn't even get to all of my reads. I think I only got like one queer book, and it was the first book I read, so I'm pissed about that, but that's besides the point, whatever. Oh, shit, sorry. Okay, the first book I read this month was Perfume and Pain by Anna Dorn. This book is about our protagonist, what the fuck is her name, Astrid, as she finds her way through life. It's about her meeting a girl and becoming obsessed with the girl, and the girl's a stalker, kind of. And then now she deals with that, and then another romance, and then she moves, and her neighbor might hate her, neighbor might love her. We don't know what her neighbor's up to. She has some friends. She's a writer. She's recently been canceled, so she's going back to her roots and kind of trying to figure out her way throughout life at the moment. And she's getting her book adapted into a movie also. So basically it just follows Astrid, and Astrid is a lesbian, and it's based off a lesbian pulp, Perfume and Pain, which is also, I think, a real one. This title, Perfume and Pain. I gave this book a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I really, really did love it. I don't know why it wasn't a 5. I can't remember what exactly, like, it just didn't make me feel like a 5-star read would, but it was a really fun, exciting read. I tapped it a little bit. It seemed like it was right up my alley, right my niche. Exactly my niche. There was references in here that I was like, oh my god, love that movie, love that book, love that artist. Like, I just, you know, it worked for me, but I did really, really like it. It's and it's just fun. I will say though, it says that the perfume is a big thing in this book, and it's kind of just mentioned she has a perfume obsession, but like it's only mentioned a few times in the book. Like, I think it'd be more of a thing, but it's really kind of just, unless I forgot, but it's really kind of just like her talking about random perfumes at times and like scents that she likes. So yes, there's that one. Then the next book I read this month was, drumroll please, Good Morning Gorillas. And I read this for a video. If you haven't seen that video, it's me reading it to sleep, and you should go watch it, because like, who doesn't want me to talk them to sleep? Probably a lot of people, honestly. But yeah, few of these go in my mid-year wrap-up after I'm reading most of these, but the only one left by Rae-SMR. This is about a girl named Kit, yes, who was recently fired from her caretaker position because of something that happened while she was on a job. Wait, I forgot exactly what I just said. Kit was fired, and now she's back working for the caretaker business that she was working at before after her probation. And she gets given an assignment to take care of Lenora Hope, who is the last surviving member of the family of the Hope family. And it's kind of a Lizzie Borden thing. Everybody thinks that Lenora kills her entire family that day. So it follows Kit and Lenora can't talk anymore. She can only move her left hand, but she cannot walk. She cannot talk. She can't do anything. Who's letting off fireworks at 3 o'clock on a Monday? Like, let's be so serious. Yeah, so we follow Kit as she helps Lenora and tries to uncover this mystery of this house, and we find out things aren't as they seem. I gave this book a 3. My brother is screaming, I'm so sorry. I gave this book a 3, and I was so into this. I was so into it. I got maybe 30 pages, 20 pages on the end, and I was like turning the page. I was so into it. And then we had one plot twist, and I was like, oh, another plot twist, and I said, oh, we had a third plot twist. I said, oh, I guess, okay, that kind of makes sense. Fourth plot twist, I was like, I'm losing the plot. And then the fifth one, I was like, I have to close this book. I almost DNF'd this book with 20 pages left. Because, it seemed like he was just getting excited and just randomly writing, new endings. He couldn't decide what ending he wanted to do, so he did them all. That kind of ruined it for me. But, yeah, in my review, once I got to twist 107, I was like, okay, enough of this, please, girl. No more. I also, Rae-SMR writes women only, except for his newest book, Middle of the Night, I believe. But I don't like how he writes women, and I said this in my other video. Also, I just feel like he makes them seem dumb as hell, and I'm not really into that because, hello. And yeah, didn't love that. She was doing stuff, and I was like, bro, that doesn't make any sense. And then she get I don't want to spoil it, but too convoluted of a story, too many characters, too much going on. It stressed me out. That's this one. It was fun at first, though. I was like, ooh, who is it? And I was like, okay, got it. That's all the books that I read this month, unfortunately. Oh wait, no, it's not. There's one more. I just finished from last week. How did I forget? I've been waiting to read this forever. We have You'd Look Better as a Ghost by Joanna Wallace. You'd look better as a ghost. As you can tell, this is my favorite genre. Women who kill. This book follows Claire, and she is a serial killer. And one night she murders this guy because he made her upset, and doesn't realize that as she's killing this guy, somebody is watching and is, tapping in. We go into the the story as the person who saw Claire is trying to blackmail her. We have to see how this works out for Claire, because, you know. But yeah, that's basically the plot. There's a lot more that goes on, but I won't. Like, we have to get, you know, whatever. I don't want to spoil anything. So, yes, I really did like this book. It had a through line of, like, a flashback. I was like, okay, that's kind of fun and cute. So I liked that. I'm gonna freak out. I have filmed the second half of the video 3 times, and it keeps not recording, so I'm gonna do this really fast. I'm sorry, it's gonna be sped run, but I have to because I think I'm out of storage on my phone. But, oh, I just broke my freaking nail. Dang it. I gave this book a 3 out of 5 stars. The reason I did that is because it was kind of, every conflict that we had kind of seemed resolved very, very fast, and I felt a little bit lazy with all the anticipation and suspense building up, but it was just never really, it felt like it was edging me, because I was like, where is the big resolve? But it was really just like, she would solve it and it'd be done, and I don't know if she wrote it that way because she's a psychopath, and it helps us kind of like be inside her brain. Like, it helps say that like what she's doing isn't really that big of a deal to her because she's crazy. But yeah, it just kind of fell flat for me in that aspect. I did really like it though, but there's a lot of time jumps when there could have been a really nice solid build-up of what was going on in the time that we had hopped. There's also a through line of like her childhood and how she became the way she was, so that's pretty cool, and I like that also. But yeah, that's this one. You'd look better as a ghost. This one. This is the last book I read in June. Finished fully. The next book I read, and the first book I DNF'd in June, was Butter by Asako Yazuki. And I'm really upset that I had to DNF this one because I really, really was excited to read it. You'd think this would be a very me book. It's a novel of food and murder, but it's about a journalist who is trying to interview a woman who was in prison because she was accused of murdering all of her ex-husbands with food. So I love books like that. I love a woman cook and kill. It's like a juxtaposition of like the traditional wife. Not that people like still are traditional wives and nowadays, unless you're an R. Smith, but I just like that duality of that. Women can kill and make dinner for their families and serve it in the same day, and it could also be a man. This rib, it could be a man's rib, and we're all eating at the dinner table. Ew, I love it. But yeah, I had to DNF it because it was really dense. It's really hard to get through. The wording and the verbiage is like, I don't know, some books I just cannot read fast. Like, it'll take me like 4 minutes to do 1 page, and it just kind of drags. It wasn't horrible, but the first 40, I only got 46 pages in. The first 46 pages was really just about her doing mundane tasks and then eating food, and then she already had gotten the interview with the lady. So I was like, oh, I thought it was gonna be like a whole build up, but it just kind of happened in the first couple pages. So yeah, I DNF'd it. It's probably a soft DNF. I'll probably return to it. I just have to want to. When I can't read a book quickly, and when it feels like I'm like reading a textbook, I have to put it down. So yeah, there's this one. And I usually love a translated fiction, but the books in my DNF pile today are both translated fiction, which is really upsetting. But yeah, Sun's Butter by Asako Yazuki. Then I read Woodworm. This one I kind of just like stopped reading. I don't think it was like a hard DNF. It was kind of a soft DNF. It's about a house that has like ghosts in it, and this man built it. He would prostitute out women. This man built it to keep his wife stuck there forever. It's supposed to be a horror book. Sorry, my head itches. It's supposed to be a horror book, but it's really just like, I mean, it probably will get to it, but I'm 30% of the way through, and I just don't really know what's happening. There wasn't much scene setting in the beginning. It kind of just hopped right in. There's no quotation marks, which is like fine, but like there isn't quotation marks. and it kind of doesn't tell me whose point of view we're in until we're in that point of view. I have to like figure it out myself. So yeah, I'm kind of trying to follow along, but it's like a lot, and there's really not much. Like the timeline isn't really linear. It's like things are happening, but every time there's a new chapter, it's a new set of things that are happening, kind of. And apparently a boy goes missing, and that's what causes all this hubbub around their house, but we haven't really talked about that yet. But it happened. Like, I can know that already happened in the book, but they haven't really divulged everything that went down. So I don't know. But yes, that's Woodworm by Layla Martinez. That's all the books I read this month. I have filmed this like 3 different times, so I'm sorry this is rushed and it's short, but I had already talked about the books at long the first time that I talked about the medium the second time, so now we're gonna do it short because I don't want to end again. But thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and comment below what you read in June. You can follow me on my Goodreads. I'll friend you right back. Instagram, TikTok, it's all in the bio. I mean the description. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good next rest of your week. A good holiday because it's July 4th when I'm uploading this if you celebrate. And yeah, I love you very, very dearly. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers. We're at 992 right now. So, yeah, if we hit that, thank you guys so much. I never thought I would get this much support on a YouTube platform, so I really, really, really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And I'm sorry I'm going so fast, but like, I just got off work and I would like to go take a nap, and it'd take me 45 minutes to film this video. So yeah, okay, I love you guys very, very much, and I will see you next week.